So it's another Premier League game week, and I'll be predicting every fixture, and I'll be discussing why my predictions are what they are. So Brentford versus Burnley. First of all, I feel like obviously Brentford are supposed to be the favorite for this one, but if Burnley have to survive, they have to churn out points in these sort of fixtures. They have to fight hard, and I feel like in this fixture they have a chance to draw the game. So this should be a 1-1 draw, pretty even game. I feel like Burnley are not as bad as they look right now. I feel like they have some substance in them, but at home they need to collect more points. Away from home, they need to draw these sort of games if they want to be in the Premier League. Sunderland versus Bournemouth. If you did not watch Bournemouth versus West Ham last game week, Bournemouth absolutely smashed West Ham, and West Ham couldn't even enter Bournemouth's half. In the second half, like it was total domination. They had like 15 clear cut opportunities that they missed. So yeah, this could be an interesting fixture. Sunderland at home are very strong, and I feel like the way Bournemouth are playing right now, something is off. Like they created so many chances at home against West Ham and still couldn't win that game. This also looks to me like a draw. This could be a 2-2 draw. Manchester City versus Leeds, and I expect this to be embarrassing for Leeds. I feel like Erling Haaland will score a dozen goals in this game, and shouldn't be a fight. Respectable total, I will give 5-0. Yeah, it should be a comfortable 5-0 win for Manchester City. Maybe they will concede a goal, maybe they'll score more. We never know, but 5-0 seems like a safe guess. Have gone with a safe guess. Everton versus Newcastle. Both teams have been very confusing. Everton started well but didn't do anything. Newcastle are much stronger than where they are in the points table right now. Even they lost against Marseille in the Champions League, so it is difficult for them to manage these Champions League fixtures along with the Premier League fixtures. Even though they are doing this for the second time. Oh no, Aston Villa was in the Champions League last year, but Newcastle have been used to this, but it is taking time for them to adjust to what playing midweek and playing in the weekend. So this could be this could be one of those Everton versus Newcastle. Hmm. And I coming up with a goal maybe from somewhere, but I feel like at some point of time Newcastle have to show their strength. Their main 11 is pretty much strong, so they need to show that at some point of time in this season, and they should win this game 2-1. Yeah, that is the two I can write in this position. But Spurs versus Fulham. I don't know. Maybe Spurs will keep losing now and go down the table. But yeah, they are very confusing. They scored three against PSG but conceded five. They got smashed against Arsenal but scored a wonder goal. They were initially pretty much solid defensively. That was their strength, that they had regained structure and everything, but now they have conceded 9 goals against top two teams in the world, in the top three teams in the world, including, and these are the top two teams in the world. So they had to play both the teams one after the another, and they conceded 9 goals. So yeah, I don't know. They should bounce back. They should have a good 2-1 win here. I don't see a smashing. I see a hard fought 2-1 win against Fulham. Fulham away from home have not been that good. So that also counts in this prediction. Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. Let me check where these teams are in the points table, because usually I feel like Crystal Palace have been having a good season. They are fifth in the points table. So yeah, they are up there with 20 points. Manchester United are stuck at 18 points. They have drawn two, lost one in their last few fixtures. So that is an issue for Manchester United. I can also show you the table. You see here Manchester United is there, and Crystal Palace is at fifth position, so this could be a good game. But I feel like Crystal Palace would be too strong for Manchester United. This could also be a 2-1. A lot of 2-1s I have predicted, but it is what it is. West Ham United was a Liverpool. Now, as I said, West Ham were battered by Bournemouth, but Liverpool are getting battered as well everywhere, and this is not as easy to predict a fixture like it should be. Like if you ask me 5 game weeks ago, I would just say that okay, Liverpool will smash West Ham. But right now, the way West Ham play, the way Boyan counters, Somerville counters. I don't know if Somerville is injured or he's playing. Let me check that as well. If Somerville is playing, we need to go very far behind. But if West Ham win against Liverpool, they will be 4 points off Liverpool. So consider that they are at 17th position, so anything can happen. But looking at their team, okay, yeah, I thought that I am not seeing Somerville play, so maybe something has happened to Somerville. They have Callum Wilson, Bowen. Even if you look like okay, so they have a few players injured. I have completely forgotten what their long, lanky, creative midfielder's name was, but okay, they are lacking a little bit in their attack right now. So Liverpool should win this game. But yeah, I can see Gerard Bowen going on the counter and scoring a goal or two, and yeah, it will be that for Liverpool. But I feel like I should show a little bit of confidence in Liverpool. This could be a tasty fixture, but it should be 3-1. You can see Mo Salah scoring. You can see Gakpo scoring. You can see a corner going in because West Ham are not that good against corner kicks. But I feel like if Nuno Espirito Santos has his game plan where West Ham have done that against Arsenal as well, where they sit deep and then they counter. Obviously, they can hurt Liverpool, but Liverpool should be winning this. Aston Villa versus Wolves should be very straightforward. This could be a 3-0. This could be a 3-0, and I don't think I need to justify this prediction too much moving forward. No, Nottingham Forest versus Brighton, again a good fixture. This Brighton away from home, I don't trust them away from home, so I feel like Nottingham Forest should be fine in this fixture. This could also be a 2-1. And going to the main fixture of this week, Chelsea versus Arsenal. This is a very tasty fixture, and if you look at that Barcelona versus Chelsea game, I think Chelsea fans are a bit more gassed than they should be because Pedri wasn't playing for um, uh, Barcelona, and the fact is that you can say that about Arsenal as well. That Luis Diaz wasn't playing, but when Luis Diaz wasn't playing, Leonard Carl was playing in place of him. So it was not like it was a absolute dip in their main 11. And give also added to that, Pedri for Barcelona, he runs the game for them. So if he's not there, it is a huge loss for Barcelona. And add to that the 10 man, etc. So I feel like Chelsea are not as strong as they think they are. They are not in the title race. They will not compete with Arsenal for the title. I don't think any team in the Premier League is going to compete with Arsenal for the title for much longer. Like they would in February, March time, you will see that there is no competition. It is a done thing. So but this game, I'm not really sure what Arsenal are going to do because having two difficult fixtures, two high energy, high octane, high emotion fixture, after that coming to the Stamford Bridge and expecting to win, it could be too much for the team. But the depth we have, the confidence we have, and the manager we have, the tactical confidence we have that we can compete in any sort of game, any sort of challenges you give us, we can deal with it. So given that uh, I'm saying we because I'm an Arsenal fan. If you can watch other videos from my channel, I'm an Arsenal fan. So yeah, I don't know, they here I obviously can show a bit of bias, but I do feel Arsenal are going to win this game. But it would be very difficult game, and it It is not going to be straightforward by any sense of imagination. I can see a lot of goals in this fixture as well, but can I see Chelsea scoring too many goals past us? Their attack is not so efficient, but if Esteval plays, he can cause us a few problems. Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, Cucurella bombing down the pitch and entering the box, crossing the ball, etc. So yeah, I think Arsenal will be pretty compact. Chelsea will try to play their game, and when Arsenal suss them out, when Arsenal understand what they are trying to do, they'll try to play their own game and counter them. Odegaard playing could be very crucial in this game, and yeah, Cole Palmer's fitness also could be very crucial. If he starts, it would be a different game. Arteta is keeping his cards close to his chest because he's not telling you exactly who is fit, who is not, but we can expect a very exciting end to this game week, and I feel like Arsenal will eventually win 3-1 here as well, like they did against Bayern, because I see them going 2-1 up, and then I see Chelsea throwing bodies at them. And if you remember the Liverpool versus Chelsea game, they were attacking them, but they were not finishing their chances, and they were giving Liverpool a lot of opportunities. If you give Arsenal that sort of opportunities, Ebereche Eze, Bukayo Saka, Gyökeres or Merino, whoever it is, Declan Rice on the counter, and if you add to that Odegaard and his precision, his through balls, they can absolutely like destroy you. So I feel like that can happen, and Chelsea's team is not that mature right now, so they'll find it difficult to keep up for 90 minutes with the top quality team, the best in Europe right now, in my opinion. So I feel like Arsenal will eventually show everyone that they are the best in the world and win this game 3-1. Tell me if you think otherwise. Tell me your predictions and what is going to happen, and we'll check if I got these predictions right or wrong after the game week happens. So yeah, see you after the